when they think they're not in control of you. Narcissists love to proclaim themselves as the epitome of greatness, the most remarkable invention to ever grace the world. They boast about excelling in every aspect, displaying unparalleled mental and physical strength, exceptional wealth, undeniable charisma, and countless accomplishments. Occasionally, they may even pose as helpless victims, a mere ploy to capture people's attention. Their unquenchable thirst for admiration drives them to try and impress you with their supposed humility, all while intending to diminish your own sense of self-worth. The constant fear of becoming their emotional fuel should weigh heavy on your mind. To avoid dwelling on the inevitable pain, hopelessness, and depression, they feel the need to keep their minds busily occupied. However, deep down, narcissists may sense that they are not truly the remarkable individuals they claim to be. Hence, they go to great lengths to avoid any disturbing truths that may threaten their carefully crafted facade. In reality, they don't genuinely care about what you or anyone else has to say. They venture into the world with the primary aim of showcasing their supposed superiority to both you and society as a whole. But what happens when they fail to maintain their grip on you and your surroundings? Brace yourself, as immense pain is about to ensue, and it will not conclude here. Before we proceed further, I kindly request your support in sharing this video with your friends and family, allowing me to reach a wider audience. If you haven't done so already, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to never miss any future updates. Now, let's continue on our journey. In essence, this is how narcissists behave when they feel a loss of control and power, revealing their true nature and unsettling disregard for others. First and foremost, number 1, irrational behavior. Initially, they will portray utter confusion, attempting to convey that they cannot be deceived. The narcissist acts oblivious to why you are furious with them. When their credibility or motives are challenged, they respond defensively and evasively. They fail to grasp the gravity of the situation or comprehend the consequences of their actions. In order to claim victim status, they need to take some form of initiative. Instead of addressing the core issue, they resort to acting foolishly. Moving on to number 2, playing the offended. Narcissists experience wounded feelings when they are unable to control how you perceive them and the world around them. By severing all forms of financial and emotional connection, you demonstrate to them that they no longer hold power over you. Regardless of the severity of their own transgressions, they will always portray themselves as innocent and misunderstood. They tend to utter phrases like, "I didn't mean it," or claim ignorance when confronted with their wrongdoings. When you call them out on their misconduct, their response will be denial, stating "No, I didn't," or questioning how you could blame them without reason. In an attempt to evoke sympathy, they manipulate the narrative, making you the antagonist in their story. Lastly, number 3, fabricated reasons. Narcissists lack the ability to empathize or see things from another person's perspective. They navigate life devoid of a moral compass or any sense of right and wrong. Their actions are imbued with a sense of entitlement and superiority. They hold the belief that they can continue with their daily lives unhindered by anyone else. Be cautious and avoid placing too much trust in their stories. The pain they inflict upon you holds minimal significance to them. They may express contrition and remorse for their past behavior and choices, but their justifications are feeble and fabricated. As time goes on, you may no longer be able to discern these manipulations. Once they regain confidence in your trust, they may revert to their old ways. Moving on to number 4, formation of an opposing group. When narcissists cannot alter how others perceive them, they resort to manipulating those individuals. Quietly, Behind your back, they assemble a group that actively opposes you. Never underestimate the narcissist's ability to turn even those closest to you against you. They have undoubtedly spent years undermining trust within the entire network. So, when a previously polite acquaintance suddenly becomes confrontational, or when strangers start giving you odd stares, do not be alarmed. The narcissist has likely spread numerous lies about you to those individuals. It would take years of playing a role before they would reveal their true identity to anyone. Moving on to number 5, feelings of rage and hatred. When narcissists lose control over you, they will stop at nothing to dismantle your self-esteem and tarnish your perception of them. They will employ any means available to sow discord. As long as they have power, they will strive to make your life as miserable as possible. Narcissists are not known for gracefully ending relationships. Conflict and hostility may arise, with the aim of attributing all the sorrow and confusion to you. Next, number 6, social media as a weapon. Irrespective of the type of narcissist, their behavior becomes evident when they refuse to engage in reasonable, caring, or loving actions to resolve conflicts. Rather than sitting down with you to work things out, they turn to your online network for ammunition. They constantly seek new ways to exploit the information they gather from your online presence to use against you. Lastly, number 7. Moving on to the next target. Narcissists require a constant source of influence that is more easily manipulated. Your refusal to succumb to their lies and manipulations prompts them to seek out their next victim. Their misfortune becomes your opportunity to shine. There is no need to worry about any of this. If it takes time, be patient. It won't be easy, but the payoff will ultimately be worthwhile. We still have a lot more ground to cover beyond this. That concludes today's video. If you found this content informative, we would greatly appreciate it if you could like and share the video with others. Remember to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for similar content in the future. Thank you for watching and listening. Your continued support is truly appreciated. When a narcissist thinks they are done with you, this is what they do. Welcome back, everyone. Today's video delves into the stages narcissists go through before ultimately discarding you. Narcissists progress through a cycle of idealization, devaluation, discarding, and hoovering due to their deep-seated insecurity and reliance on others for a sense of security. However, they secretly envy those who do not share these fears. Even in seemingly close friendships or relationships, narcissists may choose to discard. The pattern of undervaluing and hoovering repeats as they continue pursuing new sources of validation. When it comes to parental roles, they may be physically present for their children, yet emotionally absent throughout their lives. In new relationships, they may idealize their partner's children, while holding them to lower standards than they hold themselves. To handle a narcissist's discard, it is essential to understand the underlying motives driving their actions. They might employ either a soft discard or a hard discard. In a soft discard, they may express a need for space, time apart, or self-improvement, suggesting that they are uncertain if you are the right person for them at that moment. They may use various tactics to ensure you remain in their orbit, driven either by their own narcissistic needs or until they are emotionally ready to re-engage with you. As a result, they adopt a polite and non-confrontational approach to avoid arguments. They maintain contact with you while seemingly carrying on with their daily lives as if nothing is amiss. However, should their renewed enthusiasm wane, they already have you ready and waiting as a fallback option. Nevertheless, the prevalent trend these days leans towards the hard discard, which is often abrupt and harsh. It may involve unbearable treatment or complete disappearance. Unfortunately, the unprepared may not anticipate it. Even if a non-narcissistic individual notices the narcissist's moodiness or general unhappiness, the relationship is doomed. Regrettably, some people perceive it as a minor hurdle that will hopefully disappear in the near future. However, it is crucial to acknowledge that the narcissist harbors ulterior motives. This is the unadulterated truth that should not be overlooked. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it informative. Remember to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button and consider sharing this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications for more content like this. In the pursuit of casting you aside, narcissists exhibit certain consistent behaviors. The readiness to discard arises when they have already secured a replacement supply. In the eyes of the narcissist, there is no comparison between you and the new supply. Over time, however, they will inevitably grow tired of them too. It is crucial to remember that the narcissist's ultimate objective is your destruction. They aim to inflict as much harm upon you as possible before setting you free. Prior to leaving, they ensure that you either hold resentment against them or never forget their influence. They engage in a series of actions that make you doubt your decisions, accept blame, and even yearn for their return. Narcissists operate systematically with a clear strategy for how they want their lives to unfold. Many of the behaviors I'll describe are characteristic of narcissists at any point in the relationship. However, as the time for discard approaches, these behaviors intensify. The narcissist strives to eliminate any doubt in your mind that they are at fault and not you. As a result, you can anticipate an immediate backlash. There will be an abundance of naysayers, and you should expect criticism of your appearance, sense of style, cooking abilities, and more. They will grasp at any excuse to denigrate you, aiming to tear you down and cause anguish. Additionally, they may resort to stealing to fulfill their own desires and needs. When confronted about missing items, the narcissist will feign ignorance and act as if they have no knowledge of what you are referring to. They may also avoid you or engage in financial manipulation, going to great lengths to protect their own interests by stooping to any low. Furthermore, the narcissist displays an increase in whining and other expressions of discontent. They criticize everything you do or say and manufacture difficulties in the relationship where there were none before. Their displeasure manifests through words and contemptuous glances. They attempt to shift blame onto you, making you feel responsible for the relationship's demise. They also spread negative information about you to your family and friends, aiming to place the burden of responsibility squarely on your shoulders. Although this behavior may have existed before, it escalates significantly just before the discard. The depth of their hatred for you is reflected in the lies they propagate. Please note that the disclosure of these behaviors is not to propagate fear, but to provide awareness and understanding. Recognizing the patterns and tactics employed by narcissists empowers you to protect yourself and navigate relationships more effectively. Number 4. Increased silence and moodiness. As the narcissist completes their agenda, you can expect them to treat you with more silence and moodiness. They have determined that you no longer provide them with anything of value, rendering further conversation unnecessary. Ignoring you and displaying animosity is within their perceived rights. The final days or weeks with a narcissist can be the most tumultuous in your life. Their strategy involves placing blame on you and making the breakup appear as though it was your fault. Their intention is for you to feel responsible and carry a sense of shame for their departure. Their ultimate goal is to make you feel rejected and unlovable. When a narcissist behaves in this manner, it is solely for their own benefit. Their manipulation and gaslighting are all part of an effort to make you believe that they were justified, creating a path for you to love them again, and positioning themselves as deserving of a second chance should they decide to return. Narcissists view life as a game, taking relentless advantage of any opportunity to manipulate our emotions and responses. Their own desires and needs always take precedence over anyone else's. Once they are done with you, the narcissist does not care if you are left shattered and confused, or if you are left pondering what went wrong. Chaos and confusion serve their purpose, enabling them to capitalize on your misfortune. However, the last thing you should do is place blame on them. Narcissists, in their twisted ways, secretly crave acknowledgement and attention, even after doing everything in their power to destroy you. It can be shocking and painful to be suddenly abandoned by a narcissist. However, their departure, in reality, may be a blessing in disguise. Once you realize the true nature of what you were up against, you will be better off without them. Instead of worrying about being taken advantage of, redirect your focus towards regaining emotional and mental stability and fortify your defenses. Take this opportunity to prioritize your own well-being and growth, leaving the narcissist behind as you focus on reclaiming your equilibrium and building stronger defenses. The most unmistakable indication of a narcissist discarding you is when they ultimately depart from your life. It remains a mystery as to why narcissists suddenly cease communication with you. When a narcissist ghosts you, they are engaging in a manipulative game of push and pull, hoping that you will succumb to their demands. Ghosting is a common tactic for narcissists, as they typically have a new source of supply ready or are actively seeking a replacement. They are unwilling and unable to recognize or consider the feelings and perspectives of anyone but themselves. Narcissists are constantly in search of more of whatever they have been receiving from you. Whether it is attention, a place to live, financial support, or even basic necessities like food, they will subtly remind you that they still rely on you. They will make it known how superior their new supply is and highlight all the things that this person is doing for them, which they claim you are not. With each video I create, I hope to provide valuable insights. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. If you find value in this content, I kindly request that you consider sharing the video and giving it a thumbs up. I genuinely hope that you found this video enlightening. May you receive abundant blessings from God in the week ahead.